Hi guys, my name is Morgan. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Gemini, and I'll be doing a love reading for you guys today. So please keep in mind this message will be general, so it may not resonate for everyone. So just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone who needs to hear it. And this message is going to be timeless as well. So whenever you're guided to watch a reading is when you're guided to watch it. Time's not linear. Things happen at different times for different people. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this video. And so let's go ahead and get started for Gemini. All right, what's going on in Gemini for love, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What messages need to be shared for Gemini and love, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay, so right now we have 4 that came out. I'll be using the Island Time Wellness deck to start us off with the Oracle. So we have the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transform, growth, changing mind. And then we have the Hammer, which is sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. We have the Golden Mirror, which is self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. And then we have addiction with codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. Okay. So with the Phoenix here, I really get that you're not tolerating something anymore. I really get that, like, you have grown, and some things that you tolerated in the past, I feel like you're like, nope, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I just feel like something is changed within you to where you're no longer accepting things that you do not deserve. With the Hammer, I really get like shattering the mold, breaking the mold. So I feel like you have been put in a corner, kind of, is what I'm feeling here with this. Or like you've been connecting with somebody who isn't very kind to you, isn't very nice to you, and I feel like you're not tolerating it anymore. I feel like you've been around these energies with the Golden Mirror, which is like narcissist, self-absorbed, and addiction, which is codependency. I feel like you've been around, or you've been connecting with someone who takes advantage of you, who is only really in it for themselves, and then you're taking a hammer to it and busting it up and saying, you know, I deserve happiness, I deserve to be loved, I deserve to have my needs taken care of, and I'm no longer catering for you. And I really feel like someone has just been wanting to take and take and take, and you're like, I have nothing left to give you. You've taken it all. It's done. I don't have anything left. It's kind of with this. And with the Phoenix, I really get, if this has been a past person you've been connecting with, I really feel like you've grown from this situation. And like, it feels very like 7 of Wands, like we're not going to take it. we're not going to take it anymore energy. Which feels really good. So, all right, Gemini, you're growing, you're understanding. Okay, tell me about the Golden Mirror and addiction. I want to hear about the person you've been connecting with, or that relationship, and see what went on there and why you're not going to take it. What was your breaking point, you know? What happened? And if you're not at your breaking point yet, I feel like you will be at your breaking point, or you're almost there, is kind of how I feel it like. And if a lot has happened and you're not yet at your breaking point, I feel like it's time for you to shorten that fuse too. That's kind of what I'm getting with that. But so tell me about the Golden Mirror and addiction. Tell me about the Golden Mirror and addiction. Okay, so we have the 7 of Water. I really feel like that's illusions. Card vomit. I'm not eating all of those. I really feel like 7 of Water is having a lot of energy, is having a lot of options, and I feel like there's a lot has been happening with the addiction, the Golden Mirror. I feel like they approached you in a lot of different ways, or you've had a lot of different relationships that have been like this, and I feel like it's time to focus your energy, or like focus on cutting out the illusion, cutting out the excess. And with the 7 of Earth, I feel like this is working on something. This is apprenticeship. This is starting to build your craft. So I feel like you're really working on yourself here to get out of these energies with that. Like, I feel like you want something that is also reciprocal. And I feel like with the narcissists are not reciprocal. They're definitely not reciprocal, especially with the absorbed energies in a one-sided relationship. That is something that's not reciprocal, and I feel like you're wanting this now. You're wanting something that's going to give back to you instead of just taking, and like instead of just giving and giving and giving, because this person has just been taking and taking. And I feel like you're getting out of that energy with this. Like, I definitely feel like you were addicted to giving, but then you just got to a point where you had nothing left to give. Tell me about the Hammer here. I feel like you're rebuilding yourself, but I feel like you're, like I said, I feel like you're taking a hammer to this relationship with this person. Like, I feel like you're shattering it. I feel like you're like, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. And I also feel like you might have confronted them as well on being done. Like, I feel like you guys, I like picturing a conversation where you're just like, I'm done. I just can't give you anything else. Tell me about the hammer. I'll get one more for the hammer. Ooh, that fell on the ground. So with the hammer, we have the Six of Earth and the Queen of Swords. So with the Six of Earth, I feel like, I definitely feel like you want something more reciprocal, because it's an energy of like balance of giving and taking. And I feel like you're definitely working towards building these kinds of relationships. And with the Queen of Swords, I get like, you're using your mind to determine what's for you and what's not for you. I feel like now you're no longer being deceived. Like, I feel like in these past energies that like it was really easy for someone to pull one over on you or like manipulate you in some way. But with the Queen of Swords, you're seeing right through it. You're seeing, now the tactics that they use in order to get things out of you that you had like to get you to do things, to emotionally manipulate you, to get you to fit their needs while neglecting your own. You're seeing right through it. I'm getting like pumped for this, because like it just feels like you're done. Like, you're just so done, and I love it, and I love it so much, because you'll have so much more energy, and so like your life just gets so much better when you cut these toxic people out of it. Like, when your soul is not constantly being sucked by people who just want to drain your energy, you feel so much better. You'll feel physically better once this is out of your life. Like, you'll have so much more energy. You'll have so much more vitality. You'll just be in a such better mind space. And because all your energy is not constantly being sucked out by someone else. Like, I really feel like someone was just like an energy vampire, just like taken and taken from you, but you shattered that mold. They're not in a place where they can take from you anymore. Tell me about the Phoenix, about this new phase. Okay. So we have 3 come out. We have the Messenger of Water, the 7 of Air, and then the 3 of Earth. Okay, I'm going to clarify the 7 of Water, but I feel like you're recognized, like with the Messenger of Water to the 7 of Air, it definitely tells me that someone has been using really charming, emotionally, like manipulative, they play heavily on your heartstrings in order to deceive you and get what they want, is what I'm getting here with this. But I feel like you're growing out of it. And then the 3, like, I feel like they wanted to paint the illusion that they were working together with you on this, that they had your interests in heart, that they cared about you in like some other non-self-serving way. But I really, like with the 7 of Swords here, I feel like in the Phoenix, you're seeing through it. You're seeing right through it, how now that like this, I feel like this is the picture that they painted, that they were charming and nice, and that they were all for you, and that they were a team member, and that they, wanted to collaborate with you, but they didn't. And I feel like you're seeing right through it. Tell me about the 7 of Swords though. What did they lie about? What did this person lie about? See what they've been lying about, because I feel like they've been lying about a lot. So in regards to the lie they've been telling, we have strength, and I really feel like with strength, this is about, I feel like they gave you the illusion of confidence, but the thing about narcissists is that they are very very insecure. A lot of what, like, I feel like when you met this person, you were like, wow, I just really like your energy, you're so confident. But then like, if this is the illusion, they're not confident at all. They have no self-confidence, no sense of self-worth. Everything that like you thought that they had is because you gave it to them, I feel like, with this. And then with the Page of Fire and the Page of Earth, like these, like, pages are friends. And so someone pretended to be friendly and pretended to be your friend and pretended to be on your side, and they were just not on your side. And then with the Page of Fire, this to me is like, it could be flirty communication or it could be passionate communication about starting a new idea. So I feel like they may have been like, I don't know, I just feel like they may have put your ideas down and said that they weren't good ideas, or like if you ever wanted to do something new, they told you it was a terrible idea. But they were lying about it, because I feel like you branching out and you exploring your interests made this person insecure. And I feel like they just had, I feel this energy of like trying to like hold it over you, or like be in control at all times. And like the Strength card can also be about control, because the Strength is like taming this lion here. And I feel like you're the lion and you were not being tamed. They wanted this illusion of control, that they could tell you what to do and tell you what not to do, and that their opinion was the only one that was right. But with these being the lies here. They manipulated the communication. They manipulated you through their words to tell you that that you couldn't do certain things, or that you couldn't explore new ideas because it was bad, or because but like, really, I feel like you did it anyway, or like, I feel like you're going to be doing it anyway, and it'll drive you further away from this person, but that's where you need to be. The farthest away from this person as possible is where you need to be in regards to this. Wow, very powerful stuff. And if you're not yet at that point, I feel like this is a message to get into that point, to get into that energy of, you can't control my life. Like, and this also could be a parent too, is what I'm getting with this. But I feel like if this is a parent, like a mom or a dad, you're no longer like sticking, like, I think you realize now the hold that this parent has on your life, or like this person had on your life, and you're breaking free of that mold. Tell me more about what Gemini needs to know about this situation. What else does Gemini need to know about this situation? I just keep hearing that song, We're Not Gonna Take It. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. And you shouldn't take it. No, screw that. We have the King of Fire here and the Ace of Fire. So I feel like you're on your way here to, like, the King of Fire is someone who, I feel like your confidence is shining through after you get rid of this person. I feel like you're glowing. I feel like you're in a really attractive state right now, and you're attracting new people and new opportunities in your life with the Ace of Air. And by getting rid of this person, by ending this cycle, you're attracting new good things. And like, the King of Fire is someone who's collaborative, who's someone who, like, you see this heart right here, how it's glowing, is someone who acts with integrity and acts out of their heart space. And then with the sun here in the background, I feel like it's a sense of happiness, and I feel like you're moving into a more fulfilled state. And with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you're having new ideas, new projects, and even new people come into your life after you close out this cycle that are more in alignment with you and more about what you really want to do, is what I'm getting with this. Let's see what else. What else does Gemini need to know about the situation? Okay. This makes sense here. With the 5 of water and the 5 of fire, I don't know why I want to say earth so bad, but like, this is friction you're going to face in regards to getting out of this situation. So like, I feel like this person, especially with narcissists, they like to do smear campaigns. So I feel like someone is dragging other people, or like smearing your name to other people, and like trying to paint you out to be the bad guy, when really you're just, somehow you're the bad person for not wanting to tolerate being treated poorly. You know, like, if someone's like bullying you, treating you bad, and you're like, no, you can't treat me that way. They're like, I feel bullied because you won't let me bully you. Like, it's like stupid and childish is what I'm getting with this. But I feel like they might be telling other people a part of the story and not the whole story. And it's going to leave you feeling defeated. But I also feel like this is their energy where they're feeling defeated. They're feeling left out. They're feeling like they made a mistake, because they did. And they made a mistake in treating you the way that they treated you. In regards to this, because they didn't treat you right in this relationship. There's no way that they treated you right in this relationship. And I feel like this is the resistance that you're meeting when you try to break free of this mold, is what I'm getting with that. I'm really guided to pull one of these cards, the Hidden Truth, and I want to see what this person has to say about you. In regards to this, like, tell me what the person Gemini's connecting with has to say about them, or like, what does this person need to tell Gemini, or want to tell Gemini? So I feel like they did you dirty, and I feel like they know that they did you dirty. And you're just not taking it anymore. And I feel like that's sending them into a spiral of like, I feel like they also treat people like this, like their whole life, but you're the first person to really, I feel like you told them the truth about the situation, or you need to tell them the truth in regards to like, I'm not taking this anymore because you can't treat me like this. And they need to know how, like, what they did exactly. And I feel like you're telling them the truth. And it's really like shattering their self-image, and it's like really shattering them in regards to like, I don't know, you shook their world, but it needed to be shook. So we have I want you. So I definitely feel like this is why they're so bent out of shape about things ending between you two, or like things going to be ending between you two, is because I feel like this person cares about you, or like they want you in your life, but I don't feel like it's for like your benefit. Like, I really don't feel like you're benefiting from this relationship at all. And I feel like it's just them like taking and taking and taking. And like, yeah, they want to keep you in their life because you make them feel so good, but you only make them feel good because you're putting all this energy into making them feel good when they haven't even given any of that back, you know? So they can feel bad because you don't deserve to feel that way. But they deserve to feel this way about losing you. And then we have, I wish things could be different, and I hope that you can forgive me one day. So I really, I feel like you breaking the mold here has them really shook. Like, I feel like they're flabbergasted. I feel like this person who has done this to you has just been this way their whole life. And but you're the first person to really tell them why, or to really explain to them that you can't treat people like this. This is not what love is. This is not how you treat someone that you love. And they're like, whoa, I can't believe that. And I hope that you can forgive me one day. I really don't feel like they're sorry, but I feel like it's just their consequences. They just really don't like their consequences of their actions is what I get with this. This person might apologize to you, but I feel like it's only an apology to get you to stay in their life rather than a sincere, heartfelt, I won't do this again apology. I really feel like it's I'm sorry that you're upset, but come back to me, you know? And with I wish things could be different, they're basically saying here, I wish that you didn't realize what I was doing. I really wish that you stayed in this corner that I put you in. I really wish you stayed in your spot, and I really wish you didn't wise up to what I was doing, is what I get with this. This is a terrible person. You should be happy that you got them out of your life, or that you're getting them out of their life, out of this person's life, because life is too short to be treated like trash. Life is too short to be in this energy. And if you haven't left this person yet, life is too short, okay? To be feeling especially if you just feel like trash all the time in regards to this relationship, if you're just constantly drained, if you are you guys fight all the time, and every time you have an opinion about something and get shot down, and you just feel like nothing's ever reciprocal, life is too short. And there are people in other relationships that will treat you so much better that it's not even worth staying in this bad one. And if you're feeling stuck in this bad one because you feel maybe you're stuck between oh, if I'm not with this person, I'll be alone. Be alone. Trust me. You'll get so much more peace and quiet, and you won't feel like trash all the time. Being alone is 100% the better option. And I know that because that happened to me, where I was in a situation where it was either be with this person who treats me like trash or have no one. And I don't mean just no one as in not be in a relationship. I meant that I didn't really have any friends to lean on. I meant that family wasn't really there for me. It was literally me against the world, and I took it. I ran with it, and it gave me so much peace. And it sucked for a little bit, but it didn't suck nearly as bad as being with this person. And if I would have stayed with that person, Lord, I would not be in the situation that I am in today. I would not be here talking in front of you and telling you my story, because you have to choose yourself. And if you've been choosing this other person instead of choosing yourself, it's time to make the other choice. And I feel like with the Phoenix, you are making that choice. You are now choosing yourself, and you really need to choose yourself, because you're worth so much more than being treated like this, than being subject to this behavior, to being someone's narcissistic supply. You are worth so much more than that. And I really hope that you realize that. And if you haven't, you need to hear this. Hear me now, or I will forever hold my peace. Hear me now. And I want you to say it with me. I deserve better. Say it with me now. I deserve better, because you do. And I'm getting amped up about this because it's something that I believe in wholeheartedly. If choosing another person is self-abandonment, nope, we're stopping that right now. Do not abandon yourself for another person. It is never worth it. Never in 1,000, million, 100 ever years is it worth choosing another person over choosing yourself. And it might be hard to hear that. And just because with dealing with other people like this, you may have felt like this was the only way that you'll be loved, or this is the only way that you could connect with people, is if you're constantly abandoning yourself. But it's time to stop that. And it's time to really sit with yourself and love yourself for who you are, and give that energy that you've given to other people back to yourself, because you are worth that energy. You are worth that time, and you are worth that love. Okay. And you're growing from it. We're going to grow from it. Okay. I feel like with the Phoenix is your epiphany. It's time to rise above the ashes of the situation and be reborn. Okay. But I'm going to pull some advice for you. I've given you a lot of advice, but let's see what Spirit has to say for you. I'll be using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And what messages does Gemini need to hear in regards to this situation? What messages does Gemini need to hear from Moon, Rising, and Venus in regards to the situation? Choose yourself. Like, you will never be, it's never wrong to choose yourself. It is never the wrong option. Never, 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 never. You are always the right answer. Okay. So we have 3 here. We have Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. And I really feel like you're doing that with the Phoenix. I feel like you're really getting out of this energy, and I feel like you're changing your life. And this is beautiful. It is time to change your life. And then we have Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. I feel like the fortunes are really in your favor with this. I feel like you're being divinely guided to do this, or like if you're divinely guided to this message, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. But like, I feel like you're hearing this at the right time, or where it's like lighting a fire within you, and like, but the odds are in your favor with making this change. Like, this will change your life for the better. This change, this self-love, this igniting will be a new chapter for you, and it will open up so many other doors and healthier situations down the line. Like, it is a healthy choice to choose yourself. It is a healthy thing to do. And I feel like it's time to start being healthy. And then we have the Bee Spirit, sweet results await, but it was in protection message, which basically is the message that you're afraid that this might not happen for you. You're like, it's kind of the energy of, I go out and I make so much honey, but like, I'm afraid that I won't have any time to enjoy it. I'm afraid that I won't, you know, like, there won't be people there to enjoy it with me, but there will be. There will be other people. Like, you will have sweet things in your life. And it's time to stop believing that you won't, because I feel like this has kept you stuck. It's time to switch your mindset from being afraid of what you don't have to being excited about what you could have. It's time to switch your mindset from like scarcity into abundance. It's time to switch it from focusing on the things that you don't have to focusing on the things that you could have or want to have or will have. It's very much the energy here. And I feel like you may have been stuck in this situation for a long time because, like I said, you were afraid of being alone, or you were afraid that no one else would want you, or that like you, like, I just feel like you're afraid. Like, there's a fear here. I don't know if I'll be able to pinpoint exactly what it is, because it'll be different for everybody, but like, there's a fear here, and that fear is what's keeping you stuck. And it's time to face that fear. It's time to, you know, challenge that fear. It's time to make, you know, that's not, I feel like it's just a fear. It's not reality. I really don't feel like it is reality. Like, and once you make this change, you will come into this energy and realize it wasn't what you thought it would be. It's not as scary as you thought it would be, and you're going to feel really good about it. So that's all I have for you today. If that resonated, like, comment, let me know. But you got this, you know, the time is right now to make the choice to choose yourself, and it's time to choose you. So, thank you so much for watching.